Hi, thank you for checking back again. So, I got the 16-inch MacBook Pro again. So why is that? I'm going to talk about that in this video today. So this video is going to be a kind of vlogish. So if you don't like that type of stuff, you can just maybe watch some of my other videos where I make some trance music or where I try Logic Pro on one of the, I think I have it there, very old Macs. A while ago I decided I should go almost all in Apple. I bought the most expensive 16-inch MacBook Pro. The only thing I didn't max out was the SSD, but I still got the 2TB one. So that means max CPU, max 64 GB of memory, max GPU, and I also bought accessories like the CalDigit docking station and some other small things. It set me back over $5,000, and that's a sizable chunk of money, especially if I'm not going to use it as my main machine. Because I realized that my use case, it wouldn't be as I thought it would be, basically have it as my main machine. As I explained in this review, a link here or maybe there, I decided to return it and get my investment back before the return window closed. So I got my investment back. I sat down for a few weeks and was thinking about what I was supposed to do. So now I have it here again. So why is that? Well, I have several reasons for getting it again, but they have changed from last time I was talking about them. I have decided to reduce the specification on this model since the last time I was buying it. And I'm going to talk about the specifications in the end of this video, so if you just want to jump to that, you can do that. If not, I appreciate if you want to watch this video. So, I have almost always had an Apple laptop around me. Since I worked as an Apple certified service technician, that was really a given. I used it for a lot of things. Now I don't work as an Apple service technician anymore, but I still miss the Apple ecosystem, at least in some areas, and just having a laptop available when I'm not able or don't really want to be in this room. So I decided to reassess my needs, buy it again with some reduced specifications. That means that the main music production PC will still be the Windows-based AMD Ryzen PC in this room. It will also be the main editing PC and of course gaming PC. This will not change, and I also have a few videos still planned about the Ryzen system in the works, showing off multicore in Ableton Live and things like that. So this channel, it's about music production, but it's also about the technology behind the music production. I think it's interesting not only to talk about the technology, but also what you can do with it. And I think that's why some of my Apple videos where I see what a 10-year-old MacBook performs in Logic Pro is one of the most popular videos on my channel. So for that case, the MacBook Pro fits perfectly on this channel. I can create videos around it, I can test different things, and I can also make templates in Logic Pro X available for download for you guys for free. It at least seems like people are liking the Ableton Live projects I made. And I guess Logic Pro projects is also something people would like to have. And I haven't talked that much about it, but I'm actually been running a Apple related website for I think it's almost 10 years. That website earns me a little income on the side, and I want to invest that income into Apple gear, so I have more things to write about on that website, and it can also help me with making the work on this YouTube channel easier. In addition, I can use the laptop to edit videos when I'm not here in this room. It will not be my main video editing rig, but it's certainly possible to edit videos on it, create thumbnails in Photoshop. Of course, as I talked about earlier, make some projects in Logic Pro X. So, specifications then. I'm going to read a little bit about those here. I decided to go for the 2.3 GHz i9 8-core Intel CPU. For my use, I won't need the $200 CPU upgrade you can get. It will just give it a marginal speed boost. And I went with 16 GB of memory. That is plenty of memory for my needs. And it's way cheaper than going for the 64 GB options. I don't really understand why I bought it in the first place. I'm not running virtual machines or anything. The only time I run a virtual machine is probably when I'm going to diagnose my car. I have to use Windows for that. 1 terabyte of storage. Again, video files like these can get huge, at least when you have to edit it 1,000 times. But I think 1 terabyte will be enough, and I will offload all of my main files on my main PC anyway, and there is where I have all of my backups. I also have a video about how I backup my stuff. You can check that out on my channel. The GPU I got is just the 5500M with 4 gigabytes. You don't buy Apple products to get the best specifications for your money. People buy Apple products to be able to use the Apple ecosystem and the software they provide. Let's take Logic for example. Since Apple makes the software and the hardware, they can tailor Logic Pro X to the Mac's particular hardware, and Apple knows everything about their systems, timings and the inner workings of the chips inside the machines. And you don't get that on Windows, where everything has to work with all kind of vendors and hardware. So it's difficult to compare native Mac applications like Logic Pro or let's say Final Cut that utilize the hardware in a special way compared to some other software on, for example, Windows. Besides, I have the Ryzen based PC here, and I have no plans to get rid of it, and these systems will live side by side. I also think going for a mid-spec model will give it a slightly better resale value compared to going for an over-the-top maxed out model. I think you will get more of your investment back if you go for a mid-spec model compared to a higher spec model. So that means when I want to upgrade down the line, I think it will be easier to get a humane sum for this model compared to the one I bought before. So I like to try different things. I also get gas sometimes. Maybe this is some of those times, but I'm not so sure about that. The need is there. I have an Apple website that is earning me some income on the side, and I have always had an Apple laptop in addition to the Windows PC. And when we are talking about mobile devices, I prefer using Apple products. In one of my other upcoming videos, I will be talking about how I use Mac OS and Windows together. Hit like if you think that's a good idea, and subscribe and click that bell to get notified when I release videos about that. If you want me to test anything, I will certainly do that. Leave a comment below, let me know what you want to see, and I will certainly try to make a video about it. Also check out the links to my social media like Spotify page, Instagram, Patreon. You can support me there as well. And I have a link to my website where you can download my music and use it in your own YouTube videos. So with that said, I say thank you for watching, take care, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye bye.